Hello dear students, welcome back in your online study after the examination. I hope you all have done very well in the examination. So our today's topic is question tag. What is question tag? What do you mean by the question tag? Have you know the answer? First of all, tell me a question. Tell me the answer of that question. If you have a statement, then you can change a statement into question. It is possible. It is possible. Yes or no? Yes, it is possible to add question tag at the last of the statement. You can change a statement into the question. Okay? What is question tag? If you have a statement and through the add a question tag at the last, you can change a statement into question. There are two types of question tag. In first, you don't know the answer and you want to seeking the answer from the listener. फर्स्ट में होता है कि आपको जब आप क्वेश्चन पुट अप करोगे आपको उसका आंसर नहीं पता, आप उससे आंसर की उम्मीद करते हो लिसनर से कि वो आपको आंसर देगा. सेकंड वन इज you know the answer but you want to confirm it only just from the listener. सेकंड वन इज कि आपको आंसर आता है लेकिन आप बस अपने आंसर को कंफर्म करना चाहते हो लिसनर से. ओके, सो क्वेश्चन टैग और टैग क्वेश्चन इज अ शॉर्ट addition at the last of the statement to change into question. Through the question tag, you can ask, you want to ask or you can ask to the listener or to confirm your answer through the question tag. Now, first of all, the structure of the question tag. What is the structure of the question tag? First one is remove full stop. Instead of full stop, you can use comma. Then auxiliary verb that is given in the statement. You can use the same auxiliary verb in your question tag. Okay, and then is pronoun. Always use pronoun in the question tag. Don't use any type of noun in the question tag. To framing the question tag, don't use any type of noun. And at the last, put question mark because your statement is now in a question. So, question mark at the last. So, this is the basic structure of a question tag to make a statement into a question. This is the basic structure. Okay, structure of the question tag. Instead of full stop, you can use comma, means remove the full stop at the which is given at the last of the statement. Remove the full stop and you can use instead of full stop comma. Then use auxiliary verb that is already given in your statement. Use that particular auxiliary verb and then pronoun. Means if in the statement pronoun is given, then same you have to copy it in the question tag. But if you don't have pronoun in the statement, instead of pronoun you have given noun, so you can change that noun. Means if given a name of a girl, then you can change pronoun she. If a name is given of a boy, then you can change the pronoun in he. So that's like in this way you can change the noun into the pronoun and write auxiliary verb then pronoun in the question tag at the last question mark because your statement changed into question. So use question tag. So this is the basic structure of the question tag to change a statement into the question. Now here we are going to tell you about the some rules of the question tag, how you can change a statement into a question tag. What is the basic rules? Okay. First is intonation of a tag question. What is intonation? Intonation means your voice when you rise and fall. आपकी आवाज का ऊपर उठना मतलब तेज बोलना और आपकी आवाज का दबना नीचे फॉल होना. If your voice is rise, if your voice will rise, that means you want to confirm your answer. That means you are not sure about your answer, so you want to confirm it from the listener. But your voice is, when your voice is fall, that means you know the answer very well, just want to confirm your answer through the listener. To understand the intonation better, take a look on the examples. First one is, you don't know how to swim, do you? Here, listen me again. Here is the rise of voice. Here is the rising of the voice. You don't know how to swim, do you? Here, do you means I am rising my voice. That means you want to seeking the answer from the listener. That means I am not sure that you know the swimming. I want to just confirm it to the listener. So my voice is in rise. Okay. Next one is, you know how to swim, don't you? I will repeat again. You know how to swim, don't you? Here my voice is in fall. That means you know the answer very well. You just want to confirm it from the listener. That means you know that you know the, that means I know that you know the swimming, how to swim, you know very well. I want to just confirm it from you that you know the swimming, so don't you? Okay, so these are the intonation. It plays a big role in question tag. Okay, basically if your voice is in rise, your answer will be in, question tag will be in positive and maybe in positive, and if your voice is in fall, that means your question tag may be in negative. So intonations play a very big role in the question tag. Now the next rule. So here now the next rule is, if you have a positive statement, so you will have a question tag in a negative. Okay, means if your statement is in positive, your question tag will be in negative always. So look here for examples. Your father is a doctor. First rule is, remove full stop and use comma instead of full stop. Comma, here is your auxiliary verb that is used here. Okay, so is, but your statement is in positive, so your question tag will be in negative, isn't. Yes, this is the contracted form. Now what is contracted form? Don't use is, not, it is wrong. Don't use that form in to framing the question tag. Always use short form of that helping verbs in negative, isn't. This is the contracted form of the verb. Okay, so isn't. And your father means you can change that in pronoun, and here your father means isn't he, and at the last question mark. So through this rule you can change a simple or a positive statement into the negative. That means if your statement is in positive, your question tag will have a negative. Now the next example, you were late. First of all, remove full stop. Instead of full stop, you can use comma. Then combination of auxiliary verb and pronoun. So here is your auxiliary verb, were, but it is in also in positive. So your question tag will have a negative. So weren't. Here is your pronoun. In the statement already pronoun is given, so you have to copy it in the question tag as it is, weren't you, and at the last question mark. So through the this rule you can change a positive statement and into a negative question tag. Okay. Now what will happen if you have a negative statement already? This is the rule that if you have positive statement, then you change that you will have a negative tag. But what happen if you have already a negative statement? So if you have negative statement, your question tag will be in positive. Positive tag question. Okay. The previous rule is if your statement is in positive, your question tag will be in negative. That rule is if your given statement is in already in negative, then you have a question tag in positive. So I am going to give you some example to understand that rule better. So dear students, here are the examples of some negative statement. So example number first, you aren't tired. You can see here your statement is in negative. Here aren't. Your statement already in negative. So now make a question tag, framing a question tag for that statement. First rule is remove the full stop. Instead of full stop, use comma. Then your auxiliary verb here. If your next statement is in negative, then you have a question tag in positive. Here is your auxiliary verb is in negative, so make it in positive. Are. It is the positive form of are. Are. Here is your pronoun. Copied here as it is you. Aren't you? And put the question mark at the last. Okay. Your statement is in negative, so you have the question tag is in positive. Now the second is his mother isn't at home. Same, your statement is in negative, so you have a question tag in positive. Remove full stop. Instead of full stop, use comma. Here is your auxiliary verb is in negative. You have to change it into positive is and his mother. Change it in pronoun. Here is his means is he. Sorry, is she. At the last question mark because he is asking about the mother. Mother is a masculine or feminine? Feminine. So she. Your statement is in negative, so you have a question tag in a positive. Now the last, Kim wasn't serious. Same rule. Remove full stop. Use comma. Here is your auxiliary verb is in negative, so change it into positive and write here was. Here Kim. Kim is the name of a girl or boy, maybe a both of girl and boy. So I'm just take it as a girl. So here as a pronoun she. Was she. And at the last question tag. So through these two rules, first one is negative statement, positive statement. If you have positive statement, then you have a question tag is in negative. But if you have a negative statement, then you have a question tag is in positive. Say first take auxiliary verb that is given in the statement. Change if the statement is in positive, then change the auxiliary verb in negative. And remember one thing, always use contracted form. Okay. And if your statement is in negative, then take the auxiliary verb and use as a in positive. Don't use not. Okay. So this is the rule through which you can change a statement and framing a question tag according to the statement. In these statements you have given auxiliaries verb. So you can easily make a framing a question tag for the statements, because in the statement you already have a auxiliary verb. But what happen if you don't have auxiliary verb in the statement? Then how can you make a tag question for that statement? So this is our next rule. So our next rule is, if in the statement auxiliary verb is given, so how can you frame a question tag for the statement? But if in the statement auxiliary verb is not given, then how can you frame a question tag for that statement? So through the rule we can understand it. First, see the example. They have reached home. Here in the short form helping verb is given, that means auxiliary verb is given. So first rule is remove question full stop and use comma. Here have, your statement is in positive, so take negative. Take, so have, and here is your pronoun, so haven't they, because in that statement already given auxiliary verb. In the second, she had met him before. Here is your helping verb, it is already in positive, so your question tag will have in negative. Hadn't, and here is your pronoun hadn't she, and the question mark at the last. So here in first and second example, in that statement auxiliary verbs is already given. Auxiliary verbs are already given, so it is very easy in that type of statements that in auxiliary verbs already given. Take the auxiliary verb from the statement and write in the question tag space. If your statement is in positive, your question tag will be negative, so frame the auxiliary verb in negative and take the pronoun from the statement, and you can easily make the question tag, frame the question tag of that statement. But if you don't have auxiliary verb in the statement, then how can you frame a question tag for that statement? So here example number 3, I kept my promise. Here you can see there is no auxiliary verb. For that type of statement you can use do form, do, does or did. For present tense, according to the tense you can use that forms. For the present tense, do or does, and for the past tense, did. How can you know that the tense? Through the main verb of the statement. Here kept. Kept is the past form of keep. Keep is the present form and the kept is the past form. That means your statement is in past, so your question tag helping verb will be in past. So first rule is remove full stop and instead of full stop use comma. Here kept, so your auxiliary verb will be did, but your statement is in positive, so question tag you will have in negative. So negative form of did is didn't. Contracted form of did is did not, didn't. And here is your pronoun. Copied it here as it is, didn't, I, and question mark at the last. Now the next example, he likes to eat fast food. Here you can see also no auxiliary verb is given. So the main verb you can know, you easily know the tense, or according to the tense you can use do, did form to frame the question tag. Here likes is the present form, so first is remove full stop, use comma. Here likes, that means your helping verb will be do or does. You can use according to the person. Your person is he, third person singular, so your helping verb will be does. And here your statement is in positive, so you have a question tag in negative, so negative of that doesn't. doesn't, and here your pronoun copied it here as it is, doesn't he, and at the last question mark. Okay, so through the rule you can understand that if you have auxiliary verb in the statement, so how can you change, how can you frame a question tag for the statement. But if you don't have any auxiliary verb in the main statement, then how can you frame a question tag for that statements. So through the rule you have to understand it. Okay, now the next is so here the next rule, tag question with modal verbs. If you have a modal verb in the main statement, so for framing the question tag you can use the same modal verb to frame your question tag. Okay, let's see the example. They couldn't run fast enough. Same rule as it is. Okay, instead of auxiliary verb you can use your modal verb as a auxiliary verb to frame the question tag for the statement. Here your statement is in negative, so your question tag will have it positive. First remove full stop, put a comma, helping verb is in negative, so your modal verb is here could, and your pronoun is here could they. Put the question mark at the last. Next, second one is she won't come to the concert. Here won't is the contracted form of will not. Contracted form of the will not is won't. So she won't come to the concert. First of all, remove full stop, put a comma. Here won't will change into positive, so won't negative form, and the positive form it is will, and your pronoun is here will she, and at the last question mark. Now the third one, we must always obey the traffic rules. Here your statement is in positive, so you have a question tag is in negative, so remove full stop, put a comma. Here must, contracted form of must is mustn't. Mustn't, and your pronoun is here we. Put the question mark at the last. Okay, now the next is fourth, you should learn from your mistakes. Here your statement is in positive, so you have a question tag in negative. Your modal verb is here should, remove full stop, use comma, should, negative form of should is shouldn't, and here your pronoun is you, so copy it here as it is shouldn't you. Put the question mark at the last. Okay, so through this way you can change a statement which have a modal verb from a question tag. If your statement is in positive, your question tag will have it negative. If your statement is in negative, you have a question tag in positive. Remember one thing, if you have a modal verb in the main statement, you can frame your question tag through the same modal verb. Okay, so these are the basic rules to frame a question tag for a statement. Now I am going to tell you about the some exceptions. Exceptions are the part of our life. अपवाद जिसको हम बोलते हैं, तो अपवाद हमारी जिंदगी का एक बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा होता है, एंड इन इंग्लिश दिस इज द मेजर पार्ट ऑफ इंग्लिश. ओके, ये इंग्लिश का तो बहुत ही बड़ा पार्ट है. एक्सेप्शंस जो है इंग्लिश के अंदर बहुत सारे हैं. देयर आर मैनी एक्सेप्शंस इन द इंग्लिश. So I am going to tell you some exceptions of question tag. Okay, first one is, so here first exception is what will happen if in the main statement you have I am? If you have I am in the main statement, so if you have I am, the contracted form of I am may be amn't I or aren't I? Which one? Tell me the answer. What will the contracted form of I am? Amn't I or aren't I? There is nothing like the word amn't I. इंग्लिश के अंदर amn't I नाम का कोई वर्ड नहीं होता, so that's why you will use aren't I for that I am. If in the main statement I am is given, then for framing the question tag will use the contracted form of aren't I for I am. So here is the example. I am the most intelligent student in the class. So first of all, remove full stop, put a comma. I am, amn't I? No. Aren't I is the question tag for that statement. Aren't I? Okay? It is in positive, so your question tag is in negative. But if your statement is in negative, your question tag is in positive. I here aren't the most intelligent, so I am. Am I? Okay? So this is the first exception of question tag. Now the second. So our next exception is tag question with imperative sentences. What is imperative sentences? Imperative sentences show that command, request, warning, advice and so on. So for how can you frame a tag question for the imperative sentence? Through the example you can understand it better. First one is stop crying. Stop crying. First of all, put a comma, then stop crying. So for the positive statement, will or maybe want. Will or maybe want you, because here no subject is given, no pronoun, so we can use always you and the question tag. Okay, for the positive imperative statements, will or want, either will और want, दोनों में से किसी एक का यूज हो सकता है. यहाँ पे want का यूज भी हो सकता है और यहाँ पे will का यूज भी हो सकता है. will you or want you. Okay, but if your statement already in negative, then your question tag will always in the positive. Remember that thing. If your statement is in positive, for the imperative statements only, if your statement is in positive, so your question tag is in positive or negative both, either the positive or the negative. But if your statement, imperative statements, is in negative, then you have a question tag in positive always. So remove the full stop, instead of full stop put a comma, don't you, so will you and the question mark. Okay, so this is the exception if you have an imperative sentence as a statement. Now the next is, what will happen if in the main statement you have a let's. How can you frame a question tag for that statement? Let is the form of let us. Is the form of let us. So here us form of V. Okay. So framing that question, let's have some ice cream. First of all, remove the full stop. Instead of full stop, use comma. Here let's have some ice cream. So what will the question tag for that? Let us, it is the contracted form of let us, let's. So what will the form? The question tag for that always will be shall be. Here for us we is here, and let us shall be, and at the last question mark, shall be. For the let's only, for the let's, when you make a question tag, frame a question tag of the statement that have let's in the main statement, so the question tag always be a shall be, and at the last question mark. Next is tag question with there. What will happen if in the statement, your statement is started with there, nothing there, you can use the word there as a pronoun in the question tag as it is. For example, remove full stop, put a comma. Here your statement is in positive, so your question tag having negative, so isn't, and there as it is, isn't there, and the question tag. Okay. Next is there were spiders in the room. Same rule. Remove full stop. Instead of full stop, use comma. It is in also in positive, so you will have negative question tag. So weren't there, and at the last question mark. So these are the some exceptions. Now the next exception. Tag question, if you have imperative sentence, use will, you or want you. If you have a let's in the main statement, will use in question tag shall be always. If you have a statement with there, then you can use there as a pronoun in the tag question say. Now the next exception is if you have a tag question with demonstrative this and that. If in the statement you have a demonstrative this and that, so this the and that demonstrative replaced with it in the question tag. That means अगर आपके पास मेन स्टेटमेंट के अंदर दैट डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव प्रोनाउन दिस और दैट आपके पास है, तो जब इनको क्वेश्चन टैग के अंदर चेंज करेंगे तो इस दिस और दैट रिप्लेस हो जाएंगे इट के साथ. मीन्स आपको दिस और दैट की जगह पे आपको किसका यूज करना है? इट का यूज करना है. बेसिकली हम इट का यूज फॉर नॉन लिविंग थिंग के लिए करते हैं, बट दिस इज द रूल. इफ a living thing is given with this or that in the statement, then you have to use only it for that also. Okay? अगर कोई नॉन लिविंग या लिविंग थिंग भी गिवन है आपको दिस और दैट के साथ में, तो भी आपको वहां पर क्वेश्चन टैग बनाते टाइम आपको इट का ही यूज करना है. सो इट विल रिप्लेस दैट एंड दिस एंड दैट एज डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव फॉर द इन द क्वेश्चन टैग, एंड यूज appropriate helping verb, be form of helping verb to linking the statement, to linking that verb with the pronoun. So let's see some example. First one is this is hilarious. First rule is remove the full stop. Instead of full stop use comma. Here your statement is in positive, so your question tag having negative, isn't or it. This will replace with it, and at the last question mark. Next is that wasn't very good shot. Remove full stop, use comma. Here you can see your statement is in negative, so you have a question tag in positive, so was, and that change into it, was it? And at the last question mark. Now the last one is that was John. That was John. Remove question full stop. Use comma. Here your statement is in positive, so you have a question tag is in negative. Wasn't that? It is used for John, but I have told you that if you have a living thing in that, so for that also you have to change that into it. So replace that with it, wasn't it, and at the last question mark. So this way you can change the demonstrative this or that replaced with it to frame a question tag for that type of statement. Rather rules are same for the exceptions. Okay, now the last exception. Tag question with indefinite pronoun. Tag questions with indefinite pronouns. What is indefinite pronouns? Nobody, someone means the person was not defined there. Indefinite pronoun कि आप जहाँ पे आप पर्सन को नहीं जानते, वो कोई भी हो सकता है. Nobody, somebody, everybody, like that type of words we'll use in the indefinite pronoun. So if in the main statement you have an indefinite pronoun, how can you frame a question tag for that type of statement? Through this rule we can understand that. So if you have an indefinite pronoun in the statement, the tag will be absolutely different. Your words somebody, everybody, nobody, like that type of words change into have they. The tag question is have they. This is absolutely change, absolutely different. Okay, so if you have a indefinite pronoun in the statement, indefinite pronoun means that the words somebody, everybody, nobody, like that type of words where the person is not defined. Okay, so your tag will be have they always. If your statement is in positive, have they, and in negative, haven't they. So let's understand it through the example. Nobody is perfect. Here you can see nobody means negative form. That means your statement is in negative. So your tag will be in positive. So have they. For that indefinite pronoun always use have they, because that refers a negative statement always. So have they, and at the last question mark. So these are the some exceptions of question tag. Remind that question that exceptions, understand it better to make question tag for the statement. Some basic rules, and these exceptions you can understand it, and then you can frame a question tag for the statement without doing an error. So dear student, this is the today's topic, question tag. I hope you will teach it and you understand and you have understand the topic and the video carefully. Thank you very much.